You know, the 1982 NHL playoffs were quite bizarre because some of the most favored teams in NHL lost in the early rounds, including Edmonton, Montreal, and Philadelphia, and Toronto. And it ended up that Wayne Gretzky, of all people, was allowed to go over because that was the year, of course, that he lost to the Kings in that infamous five-game series. And at the Worlds, a lot of people thought we had a good chance to win gold, but due to some machinations and possibly cheating, we only got bronze. Now, in the 1982 Ice Hockey World title event was held in Finland at two venues, Helsinki and Tampere from 15th April to April 29th. Eight teams qualified playing a single round robin, followed by the top four teams playing each other once more. This was the 48th Worlds and also 59th European Championships of Ice Hockey. The Soviet Union became world title winners for the 18th time and also won their 21st championship. But listen to the roster here, ladies and gentlemen, for Team Canada. Greg Millen and Gilles Malachonette, Rick Green, John Van Boxmeer, Kevin Lowe, Kurt Giles, Brad Maxwell, Pyle Reinhardt, and Craig Hartsburg on the back end. And forwards, oh my God, this is just tremendous here. Mike Gartner, Rick Vye, Brian Propp, Dale Howardchuk, Ryan Walter, Dino Cicerelli, Bob Gainey, Bobby Clark, Mark Napier, Wayne Gretzky, Bill Barber, Daryl Sittler, and Bobby Smith. So you're saying to yourself, how come Canada never won gold at the tournament? Well, we'll give you a little background. It's the tournament, of course, very notable because it was reinforced by Wayne Gretzky after the Edmonton Oilers were shockingly knocked out of the Stanley Cup playoffs by LA. And they would have won the silver medal if the Soviet team had beaten Czechoslovakia in the final game. However, the squads played to a scoreless tie, knocking the Canes down to bronze, and this led to speculation that the Soviets and Czechs had played to a draw on purpose. Now, Gretzky did score more points than any other player in the tournament, with 14, in his only appearance at the Worlds. But he was also on the 78 Team Canada squad that played at the junior finals in Montreal, and they didn't win the title that year. Now, for some reason, the Soviet Union's Viktor Shalimov was selected as best forward, or in the words of Darren Natishin, Shamamov. Now, other notable events, including the Czechs lost to West Germany for the first time in 45 years, since being beaten in triple overtime to then Nazi Germany in 37. The Italians, with a squad boasting 17 Italian Canadians, bet the Americans became the first promoted team to survive relegation since the tournament expanded to 8 squads in 59. The tourney, of course, was a disaster for the Americans. Just 2 years after winning gold in the 80 Winter Olympics, they lost every game but one, a tie with West Germany on the final day. The U.S. was then relegated to Group B for 83. They won that tournament and were promoted to 84 to the top group, where they have been ever since. Now, organization of the tournament was overseen by Calavero Kubola, the chief executive officer as SM Liga. Now, we're going to look at the American and Canadian roster, and you tell me why the States didn't do it that year. Now, first we're going to go in the States, and then we'll go over Canada at the on their roster, like I said, the key players at the tournament. Now, the 82 roster, they had Mike Antonovich, Aaron Broughton, Gary DeGrio, Brian Erickson, Tom Gorens, John Harrington, again, a hero of 1980, Tom Hirsch, Phil Housley, Steve Janicek, who also played in 1980, Mark Johnson, again, he played in 1980, Peter Johnson, Kirk Kleindos, Scott Kleindors, Rod Langway, Mo Manta, Joe Micheletti, Bob Miller, Paul Miller, Mike Ramsey, Glenn Resch, he could play for the States, and Gordy Roberts and Bud Schneider, who also played in 1980. Now, ironically, John Cunniff was an AC with that team, so you can see they had no real firepower that year. Now, Soviet Union won all 7 games of the first round, scoring 48, only giving up 16. The Czechs were 4-1-2. Sweden were 3-3-1. Canada was 3-2-2. Gave them 4 plays. Finland was 3-1-3. West Germany 2-1-4. Italy 1-1-5, and of course the States 0-1-6. Now the big games, of course, Canada bet Finland by a huge number, 9-2, and the Soviet Union defeated Italy 9-2 as well. Now, Sweden defeated the States 4-2. Czechs bet Canada 6-2. Italy knocked off the States 7-5. Finland bet West Germany 4-3. Soviets bet Sweden 7-3, but Canada tied the Swedes 3-3. West Germany got a big win against Italy 5-2, while the Soviets bet Czechoslovakia 5-3. Finland bet the States 4-2. Canada bet West Germany 7-1. Czechs bet the States 6-0. Soviets hammered Finland 8-1. And an ironic twist of fate, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's really hurt them for the silver. Canada could only tie Italy 3-3. Other big games, the Soviet Union bet the States 8-4. Czechs bet Finland 3-0. Canada bet the States 5-3. Soviets bet West Germany 7-0. Finland bet Italy 7-3. Czechs tied Sweden 3-3. Soviets defeated Team Canada 4-3. Czechs bet Italy 10-0. Finland won 3-3, tied 3-3 with Sweden, and West Germany tied the States. So they entered the last of the tournament, but get this, ladies and gentlemen, two big victories. Canada bet Czechoslovakia 4-2 and Sweden 6-0 to put them at 5-2-3 for the tournament. But of course, Czechoslovakia got silver on goal differential. Now Czechoslovakia bet Sweden 3-2, who finished fourth. Soviet Union bet the Swedes 4-0, and the Soviets again tied Czechoslovakia. And the relegation that year, the Romania, East Germany moved up for the next year. Now, the idea about Team Canada that year, again, if they would have probably given another week to play together, but you got to understand, if you look all the great All-Star players in NHL history, almost each player on that team was an All-Star in one way or another. I really think they could have got Grant Fuhr to come over, but they couldn't convince him. But that defense, my God, you're looking Green, Van Boxmeer, Kevin Lowe, Giles, Maxwell, Reinhardt, and Hartsburg. I mean, but Billy Barber, I think he was playing in line with Dale Harchuk and Ryan Walter. But ironically, ladies and gentlemen, there was only one Maritimer on the team, of course, Bobby Smith, the pride of North Sydney. And he had a big team, too. Most of the players were over 6 feet. But, two small goalies and the big ice service in there. And a lot of people felt that, if Fuhr was there, he probably would have won the gold medal. We had to wait at least more than a decade for Team Canada to win. But Gretzky had, like I said, a really good tournament. I think basically what happened that year, nobody expected Canada to have a chance at a medal. Because how it worked back then, and a lot of people know this, you had to wait till the first round and sometimes the second round of the playoffs to determine what players could go over. And that's what happened here. But seeing Team USA perform so poorly, that wasn't a surprise because, that was in the U.S. and the U.S. rink. This was a big international rink that weren't going to be too successful. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we're doing with our World Hockey Championship features, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share. Bye.